Hi, it's Kristina. Welcome to my channel where we talk about leaders progressing into exceptional leaders. And today I want to talk about the shift that's happening in leadership right now, the way that we are moving from a traditional way of leading into a much more progressive way of leading. And the question is whether or not our leaders are ready to pivot to move into this more collaborative, interactive space in comparison to the past. For those who don't know me, I've been in HR for 20 plus years for multiple organizations, big and small, multiple industries, but there's definitely a common theme when it comes to the old school leadership style versus the more progressive leadership style. And what is needed is that we need to pivot and shift in a different way than we've led in the past. After COVID, people are looking for a different level of connection. Mental health issues are on the rise. The Great Resignation is up. So there is a lot more attention on our leaders and how they show up and how they engage with their employees. I'm going to talk about the comparison. The traditional way of leadership was much more positional based. One individual had all the answers. The leader was king, basically, was not open to hearing other perspectives. Comments like, if it's not broken, why would we fix it? Very dominant in their approach. And you would either have to buy into that approach or, you're not going to make it. You're going to be cut. But it is definitely something that has been evident through multiple organizations. And it was very set in one way of doing things. Now, the things have changed where more people want input and they want to be seen, valued, and heard in a different way. So it's not just compensation that will suffice. They actually want to be a part of the organization and they want to engage with their leaders differently, which means that our leaders in the more progressive need to be much more collaborative, open to hearing ideas, much more empathetic as you're kind of engaging with your team at a whole different level. They want to be empowered differently. Whereas in the past, it was like that micromanaging, this is your task, you either do it or I'm going to be all over and I'm going to keep watching you in order you get it done. There is definitely a shift in how we are working, and whether or not we can get there is a different thing. The idea of emotions is a very interesting one, because in the past, emotions were non-existent. I remember hearing many times, people leave their emotions at the door. It doesn't really matter. This is work. It's not personal. You just come in, you do this job, and then you go. But the reality is, the integrated individual, emotions are going to be attached to our employees because they're human. So when they come into the workplace, we're going to need to have leaders who know how to navigate this, who are going to know how to show empathy, how to engage with their team at a different level. Just shutting down and pretending that what they have to say or how they're feeling in certain situations doesn't matter, I don't think will engage your teams the way that they need to be engaged, especially at this particular time. So when we think about the shift that is happening, it's really needing leaders to step into a place of knowing who they are at a different level. You can't really hide behind a position anymore. People are really looking for leaders that are balanced between logic and empathy, or if you want to say mind and heart, and having a beautiful balance in there and how they proceed. That is progressive leadership. It is not just one-sided. It's not all emotional. It's not all intellect. Whereas in the past, it was all about, I had all the right answers, very ego-driven, very one person. And now it's moving into this different space where people are starting to work together differently. If this resonates with you and you want to learn more about being a progressive leader, which I think is necessary, please tune into my channel because I'll be sharing tips and tricks and how to get you back to this place where you are fully balanced and bringing your best self into work. And when that happens, amazing things are going to occur. So I will leave that with you, and I hope to talk to you soon.